Flower Station, New York, 9 a.m. Shadowed the tracks 3 miles westward, large, deep, and ragged. Have just met a farmer who says they are not elephant tracks. Says they are holes where he dug up saplings for shade trees when ground was frozen last winter. Gave me orders on how to proceed. Darley, detective. Ha-ha! A confederate of the thieves. The thing grows warm, said the inspector. He dictated the following telegram to Darley. Arrest the man and force him to name his pals. Continue to follow the tracks to the Pacific if necessary. Chief Blunt. Next telegram. Coney Point, Pennsylvania, 8:45 a.m. Gas office broken open here during night and 3 months unpaid gas bills taken. Have got a clue and am away. Murphy, detective. Heaven, said the inspector. Would he eat gas bills? Through ignorance, yes, but they cannot support life, at least unassisted. Now came this exciting telegram. Ironville, New York, 9:30 a.m. Just arrived. This village in consternation. Elephant passed through here at 5 this morning. Some say he went east, some say west, some north, some south. But all say they did not want to wait to notice particularly. He killed a horse, have a secure piece of it for a clue. Killed it with his trunk, from style of blow. Think he struck it left-handed, from position in which horse lies. Think elephant traveled northward along line Berkeley Railway. Has 4.5 hours start, but I move on his track at once. Hawes, detective. I uttered exclamations of joy. The inspector was as self-contained as a graven image. He calmly touched his bell. Alaric, send Captain Burns here. Burns appeared. How many men are ready for instant orders? 96, sir. Send them north at once. Let them concentrate along the line of the Berkeley Road north of Ironville. Yes, sir. Let them conduct their movements with the utmost secrecy. As fast as others are at liberty, hold them for orders. Yes, sir. Go. Yes, sir. Presently came another telegram. Sage Corners, New York, 10:30. Just arrived. Elephant passed through here at 8:15. All escaped from town but a policeman. Apparently, Elephant did not strike at policeman, but at the lamppost. Got both. I have secured a portion of the policeman as clue. Stum, detective. So the elephant has turned westward, said the inspector. However, he will not escape, for my men are scattered all over that region. The next telegram said, Glover's, 8:15. Just arrived. Village deserted, except sick and aged. Elephant passed through 3/4 of an hour ago. The anti-temperance mass meeting was in session. He put his trunk in at a window and washed it out with water from cistern. Some swallowed it, since dead. Several drowned. Detectives Cross and O'Shaughnessy were passing through town, but going south, so missed Elephant. Whole region for many miles around in terror. People flying from their homes. Wherever they turn, they meet Elephant, and many are killed. Brant, detective. I could have shed tears. This havoc so distressed me. But the inspector only said, You see, we are closing in on him. He feels our presence. He has turned eastward again. Yet further troublesome news was in store for us. The telegraph brought this. Hogan's Sport, 12:19. Just arrived. Elephant passed through half an hour ago, creating wildest fright and excitement. Elephant raged around streets. 2 plumbers going by. Killed one. Other escaped. Regret, General. O'Flattery, detective. Now he is right in the midst of my men, said the inspector. Nothing can save him. A succession of telegrams came from detectives who were scattered through New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and who were following clues consisting of ravaged barns, factories, and Sunday school libraries, with high hopes amounting to certainties indeed. The inspector said, I wish I could communicate with them and order them north, but that is impossible. A detective only visits a telegraph office to send his report. Then he is off again, and you don't know where to put your hand on him. Now came this dispatch. Bridgeport, Connecticut, 12:15. Barnum offers rate of $4,000 a year for exclusive privilege of using elephant as traveling advertising medium from now till detectives find him. Wants to pay circus posters on him. Desires immediate answer. Boggs, detective. That is perfectly absurd, I exclaimed. Of course it is, said the inspector. Evidently Mr. Barnum, who thinks he is so sharp, does not know me, but I know him. Then he dictated this answer to the dispatch. Mr. Barnum's offer declined. Make it $7,000 or nothing. Chief Blunt. There, we shall not have to wait long for an answer. Mr. Barnum is not at home. He is in the telegraph office. It is his way when he has business on hand. Inside of 3. 1, 2, there it is. Done. P.T. Barnum. So interrupted the clicking telegraphic instrument. Before I could make a comment upon this extraordinary episode, the following dispatch carried my thoughts into another and very distressing channel. Bolivia, New York, 12:50. Elephant arrived here from the south and passed through towards the forest at 11:50, dispersing a funeral on the way and diminishing the mourners by 2. Citizens fired some small cannonballs into him, and they fled. Detective Burke and I arrived 10 minutes later from the north, but mistook some evacuations for footprints, and so lost a good deal of time. But at last we struck the right trail and followed it into the woods. We then got down on our hands and knees and continued to keep a sharp eye on the track, and so shadowed it into the bush. Burke was in advance. Unfortunately, the animal had stopped to rest. Therefore, Burke, having his head down, intent upon the track, butted up against the elephant's hind legs before he was aware of his vicinity. Burke instantly arose to his feet, seized the tail, and exclaimed joyfully, "I claim the rear!" but got no further, for a single blow of the huge trunk laid the brave fellow's fragments low in death. I fled rearward, and the elephant turned and shadowed me to the edge of the wood, making tremendous speed, and I should inevitably have been lost, but that the remains of the funeral providentially intervened again and diverted his attention. I have just learned that nothing of that funeral is now left. But this is no loss, for there is an abundance of material for another. Meantime, the elephant has disappeared again. Mulrooney, detective.